Hi, I'm Fire Lotus, and if you have subscribed to me, welcome back. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Fire Lotus. Welcome to Lotus Hollow. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, any reaction. It's great for this channel. I also wanted to apologize in advance. I do not have a camera. I'm working with what I have. Y'all know that if y'all been following me for a while. And hey, to all my new subscribers. So today, I will be going over 2 books, along with multiple other ones that I'll be doing very shortly. But this book was sent to me. The first book that was sent to me is called The Witch's Journal, Charm, Spells, Potion, and Enchantments by Celine Silverwind. This book right here. Now, I actually encourage this for beginners because it is actually jammed packed with so much credible, good information. It even has pictures. And yeah, if you're a beginner and you want a book, great book to start out with. It has magical correspondences, everything from color stones, herbs, the magical heavens, the moons, planetary days, when to avoid magic, divine magic, Celtic magic, Egyptian deities. It goes over multiple different types of deities. It has all the types of tools you would need. It has spells, charms, and potions as well. And just in general, I highly suggest this book. Like I said, it's great for beginners, and even if you're not a beginner and you're seasoned, this would also be a great book to have as well, and especially if you were trying to raise kids in it. Okay, second book, I'm going to call this Southern Conjure. If you did not know, my path is mainly traditional magic mixed with folkloric magic mixed with Southern Conjure, with a couple of bit of death magic as well. So, with that being said, this right here, if you are interested in Conjure, Conjure is not closed. Southern Conjure is not closed. It is open to all due to the very, very complex history of how this path was actually created. With that being said, The Secret Keys of Conjure, Unlocking the Mysteries of American Folk Magic by Chase Bogan, forward by Jackie Smith. When I tell you this book is amazing, it is amazing. I started reading it. Couple things happened, so I had to put it down, and then last Saturday I finished this in one day. That good of a book. And the reason that is because for one, it goes over the history of how Southern Conjure is. It's very respectful. He explains so many different things, from the African slave magic that's involved, from the Scottish, the Irish, a mix of all different types of things. He breaks everything down to where you can understand it. It's easy to follow. He goes over, we're going to flip to there we go. It's the keys of divination, unlocking psychic awareness, the keys to ritual, unlocking blessings, unlocking good luck, unlocking healing, spiritual purification, protection, influences, sexual excitement, unlocking love, wealth, justified hexes, unlocking the spirit conjuration, and the master key. It also has a resource, a bibology, an index on popular formulas. But one thing that I loved, it's also broke down as tricks, as in there are things that you will be, after each chapter, there's things that you can do. But the tricks, there's so many things, and I also love it because he has an entire section on how to read wax, how to read soot from the way the candles are. He goes over the reasons that they have recipes. There are so many recipes for floor wash. There are things in this book that I have never even heard of, and I've been studying American folk magic and conjure for the past 3 years now. 2 other books that I also wanted to throw into this one right here that you definitely need on your bookshelf is both books are by Jake Richards. That is the author behind Appalachian Folk Magic, Backwoods Witchcraft, specifically Backwoods Witchcraft, American Folk Magic, and Conjuration, and then his second book, Doctoring the Devil. They're extremely good books. They're easy to follow. I've already done a review on them as well. The second book, which I'm actually still reading, that I will be doing a review on as soon as I get done, sheet a thick one, which is, Witchery. New World Witchery, sorry about that, by, Corey Thomas Hutcherson. I hope I got his last name right. On top of that, he also has a podcast, actually. But seriously, in general, as you can tell, this is a thick book. It is written almost like a college book, as in it is very, very sectioned, very, very informational, but it's also easy to read as well. So yeah, that's how that's been going. I know I have not been on here making content in a while. Imposter syndrome mixed with life. So yeah, but I did also want to kind of talk about the other things that I've also been doing. If you did not know already, and if you do have a Facebook, I have a Facebook page called Fire Lotus the Witch, and I normally go live Monday through Thursday every week. In those lives, we talk about spirituality, witchcraft, all different types of things, witchy tips. If you have a TikTok, you can find me at Fire Lotus the Witch. And then also Fire Lotus the Witch 2.0 on TikTok. Both of my Instagrams are Fire Lotus the Witch and then Fire Lotus the Witch podcast. I also have a podcast, Fire Lotus the Witch. My most recent, I got to actually be interviewed for the very first time on somebody else's podcast, which are called Graveyard Gathering. Shout out to Hannah. If you haven't already, those are 2 parts. You should totally go check those out. You can find hers on Spotify. You can find mine on Spotify, Applecast, and Anchor at Fire Lotus the Witch. Same with my YouTube page, obviously. And I also have a Discord, y'all. Yes, I finally did it. The upgrade on the phone. I'm finally catching up to modern day. You can actually find that in the description below. I'll have my link tree there, and you can find everything else. There are also one important petition. If you haven't already, you should also fill that out as well. It's talking about the Pipeline 3, which we definitely do not need that right now at all. I'm also working on a couple of other things. If y'all did not know, every month I either do a sweetening jar for the community. That's $5 to enter to buy a petition. And then I also do the community candle, which is 100% free. Check out my Facebook and or TikTok to see some of my most recent posts on that. I will be doing those hopefully within the next 2 weeks. The last community candle that I just did was for Hope. I don't know what the next one's going to be about. Normally, I get my viewers on my Facebook page and my lives to help, kind of coordinate where that's going to go. And then with my sweetening jars, normally they're around this size. A little bit bigger, actually, depending on how many petitions I get in. With the sweetening jars and the community candles, after they're created, of course, I will share videos on that. But I also feed the sweetening jars every full moon, new moon, or any other astrological event that I can pull that energy into to feed it. And then with the the community candle, I also light that every new moon, full moon, or any other astrological event that I can pull from for the rest of the year. So, yeah. Also, I haven't really talked about it on here, and I'm slightly nervous about making a video. For the people that did not know, I am an intuitive oracle reader. I use Flowers from the Dead Oracle deck. If you haven't already, go check out that. You can find them on Etsy. They're currently about to be doing a restock, I think, within the next 2 months. Hands down, one of the best Oracle decks that I ever have, and I will actually be doing a review on that, hopefully coming up this week. But yeah, if you were interested in my readings, message me either through Instagram or my Facebook page. That's where I do them, or I can do them via email. So yeah, that's kind of what's kind of been going on. I am hope and praying, ancestors willing, to get back into actually making content. I know some people do not like how this video is formatted, like this versus like this, but see, if I did it like this, it would just, it would be weird. So yeah, I'm working on that. I got to get my computer fixed, and then hopefully I'll actually be able to have better edited photos. But y'all know me, I'm working with what I have. I'm trying to be as real as possible. So yeah, if you're excited about anything that I just mentioned, let me know. Also in my link tree, there is a Amazon wish list that is just a library of all the books that I have. So if you're curious to kind of figure out how big my library is, or just some great content in books, go check that out as well. These, if they're not already added to them, I will be adding these to them as well. I love to help out everybody. That's why I do all the content that I do online. It's my way of giving back, because when I first started my craft, besides 1 or 2 people, I didn't really have a person to ask questions to. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing it. And like I said, if you like this, subscribe, like, throw me a comment, send it to somebody. And also make a comment below on what type of videos y'all would like me to specifically done. If you don't know already, I've done a lot, as you can scroll up on my profile and see. But yeah, just know that new content's coming, and until then, I'm hoping y'all all a amazing week, month, whatever you're going through. Just know that if it's dark or light, they'll both pass. You know, we all go through phases, and sometimes life can be extremely challenging, especially in the past 2 years. It's been cray-cray. But yeah, until then, I will see y'all later. And like I said, like, subscribe, and welcome to the Lotus family and Lotus Hollow.